Hello everybody! Today I am making you my favorite, easiest breakfast food, and this is baked oatmeal. And this is a great thing for you gals that have kids or that have really quick early mornings because you can just bake it, cut it into squares, and then heat it up or eat it cold as needed. So, first thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. What you will need for this is some Quaker oats, any oats really, but make sure that they are quick cooking oats. You're also going to need some brown sugar. I like to use light brown sugar. Use whatever you like. You will also need some craisins, or you can use raisins too if you like, but I like cranberries better. And then you will need some almonds, and I am using sliced almonds. You can use slivered or whatever type that you want, but I like these because they're just really crunchy when they bake, so they are my favorite. You can use walnuts too if you want to. And then you also need some baking powder. Make sure that it's baking powder, not baking soda. And then you need milk. I just like to use 1%. You can use fat-free, you can use 2%, you can use whole, you can use whatever you want. I also like to use organic milk, always. You also need applesauce, and I like to use cinnamon applesauce because I like the kind of spiciness to it, but you can use regular if you want. You will also need some butter. I like to use salted, you can use unsalted. I would recommend using butter and not margarine. And you will also need 1 egg. This is not a vegan-friendly recipe. So to start out with, you will need 2 cups of your quick-cooked rolled oats, quick-cooking rolled oats. Whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. Put them in a mixing bowl. Then you are going to need a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And make sure you pack the brown sugar, because if you don't pack it, you're not gonna have enough. But you can definitely adjust the sweetness of this. If you like it less sweet, use less. If you like it more sweet, use more. I'm more of a less sweet kind of girl, so I find that about a 1/2 cup packed works perfectly. So then you are going to need about a 1/2 cup of your craisins, and then you're going to need a tablespoon of your baking powder. So mix this up really, really well. You want to make sure that you get the sugar and the baking powder really evenly distributed so that it bakes evenly and that all of your squares kind of have the same flavor and the same fluffiness. So once you're done with that, in a separate bowl, you are going to mix your 1 egg. My eggs are brown, you can use white, doesn't matter. And then you are gonna mix also 2 tablespoons of butter. Make sure that the butter is melted because it will mix much easier. Then you'll need a 1/2 cup of your applesauce. And then after your applesauce, you are going to add a full cup of milk. Now you are going to stir this mixture really well. Be sure that you get that egg beaten in there too, because if it's yolky, it will bake curdled. So once it's all mixed, you are going to pour your egg mixture into your oat mixture, and then make sure that you stir this really, really well. And once it's all mixed, you are going to pour it into an 8x8 square pan that has been greased. I just sprayed mine with Pam. You can use butter or oil or whatever you prefer. I just think Pam is a lot faster. So pour it in and then make sure it's spread evenly. Then you are going to take a 1/4 cup of your almonds, sprinkle evenly over the top. You can pre-toast these if you want, but they get pretty toasty in the oven, so it doesn't really matter. You can save yourself a step by not pre-toasting. So then you're going to pop your oatmeal in the oven. You are going to set your timer for 15-16 minutes, depends on your oven, but you want to make sure it's all nice and brown and toasty. And this is what it looks like when it is done. Hooray! It's amazing. I like to do 9 squares when I'm using an 8x8 pan, but it just depends on how big or little you want your squares. If you want to use a bigger pan, you can absolutely double the recipe, but this is good for me for like a week, and it's just enough where they don't start to get stale, which is perfect for me. And since it's so easy, I think it's easy to just kind of bake it weekly.
What's this taste like?
Like delicious?
Oh, it's real good.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
Tastes like oatmeal. But in cake form.
Does it taste healthy?
No, because I mean it would taste bad. Oh, it's really good.
Yay! 1 thumbs up. 1 eye up.